Hey you guys, Dinah here, back again with another video. I am recording in my car because a sister needs some privacy, because as you can see from the title, this is a mini brief vent session. So I'm gonna be speaking my mind, and I need to be able to do that unapologetically and without people in my business eavesdropping and all that. So anyway, I'm gonna just get right into it. Karma is real. Karma is real. Because whenever I'm like tempted to complain or feel like somebody's doing me wrong, I always have to ask myself, well, what have I done? And let me tell you, a sister has done some people pretty dirty. And it's not like I just go out my way to be malicious. Like, the way I'm living right now is really self-centered and selfish, in the sense of I'm looking out for me. Like, I'm talking about selfish in the sense of self-care. Like, I'm trying to do what's best for me, what is going to benefit me the most. Like, and it's not like I'm purposely stepping on others to get to the top or to get what I want. Is I'm just taking the vital steps necessary to get to where I want to be in life. So anyway, I said all that to say this. Basically, the choices I have made have led me to a situation I'm in right now, living out here in the Midwest where it is cold still. It's supposed to be spring and it don't feel like it, but it's okay. And I'm out here with unsecured housing. Like, I be bouncing around from place to place, hotels, staying with friends, associates, acquaintances, family members. That's just not a stable, healthy way of living. And like, I like to travel, but not if it's gonna cost me, serenity, sanity. Like, I want to travel comfortably. I don't want to be bouncing around from like all these different places. And hotels are fine for traveling, that's cool. But sometimes, like, when I was working, I wouldn't always make enough to be able to pay for hotels every night. So anyway, so basically the situation I'm in right now, I have unsecured housing, and with these self-quarantine or state-mandated quarantines, staying indoors is fine for me, because I'm the type of person, I like alone time. I love alone time because I feel like I'm such a giver. I give myself to people all the time. I need some time for myself. So I know how to spend time with myself. I enjoy reading, working out, doing yoga, meditating, all that good stuff. So that's not a problem. Like, I don't get bored is basically what I'm trying to say. So that's not a problem. The issue is like where I'm staying right now. Like, the place I'm staying at right now, like, I always feel unwanted. I feel like I have to walk on eggshells, and I have to, kiss up after the people that's letting me stay with them, because I know, like, they don't actually want me there. Not so much like they have a problem with me. They just, like any other person, they want their own space. And, they have a family. And so, it gets pretty hectic. It's a full house. Only because the house is kind of small. And it's like a good amount of us up in there. And so, I be trying to do what I can. So, to ease the burden. But I don't like that feeling. I don't like being fake. I don't like the feeling of always having to, like, kiss up after somebody just because, like, I need a place to stay. Yeah, but I burnt bridges. Like, I had a good, decent associate who wanted to be friends. I had a good situation with that individual, but I kind of burnt that bridge because I got impatient with them and kind of lashed out on them a little bit. So, but that person was really cool. Like, they would have let me stay with them, like, regardless. They would have been cool. yeah, I had another situation with an individual who would not have mind to pay for my hotels, but I would not have wanted to be in a hotel. Like, this is why I'm staying with this person right now, because I did not want to be in hotels during this time, because that's just really unsanitary. So I'm glad I stopped staying in hotels around the time I did, before all of this like got a little too crazy. Because the whole time I was staying in hotels, I was thinking like, this is really unsanitary, like this is gross, because I would see the different type of people staying in the hotels, and I was just like, this is, no, like I gotta have my own blankets and pillows and towels and stuff, because this is not sanitary. But yeah, and then on top of that, so I'm living in a house with people that don't necessarily want me there, and it's like at the drop of a dime or whatever, the head of the house is always like, I don't want to say eager, but is always like ready to put me out. And so I'm just like, for like things that pop up in their life, you know, not so much like I'm doing something crazy or reckless, so much as they got so much going on in their life. That's why I say it's like kind of a burden for me to be there, and I don't like that feeling, because that individual has a lot of stuff going on in their life, and it's kind of like having an extra person in the house is like just more stress, I guess, or whatever. So that person like told me the other day, like, just to be ready, just in case, like keep like have my things ready to go, just in case I need to like up and go one day. And I don't like that uncertainty, that oh, whenever we say you gotta be ready to just dip out. Like, I get it, it's your place, but like, I don't know, just don't, like, I don't know, I just don't like that situation. But anyway, so there's that constant threat of, you know, being put out and not having secure housing. And the other thing I'm dealing with right now is, and it's not like I'm the only person dealing with something, I know we're all dealing with something, but I don't have a journal right now. I don't have like a written diary. I just have this digital diary, so that's why I'm just spilling the tea and releasing, because I need to get this stuff out, because this is really frustrating, irritating me. And like I said, I can't be fake. Like, I'm not really a fake person. I don't like holding stuff in and just being like, la-di-da. Like, no, I don't like smiling in people's faces when I know that they feel a certain way about me. I'm just like, I want to move around and make moves, but this ain't really the time for that. Like, I don't start back work until the 2nd, which I'm looking so forward to. And at first I was going to wait till the end of next month to, you know, move out. But I'm telling you, when I get that first paycheck, I'm gone. Like, yes. And it's possible I could leave sooner before having to wait 3 weeks. But I don't have any money right now. But, like, the guy I'm with, or was with, whatever is going on right now, he possibly has the money. Right now he has some money saved up, and so if he is on board, we can move sooner, because we used to talk about like moving out and moving in together. But anyway, so with that situation, yes, I was in a relationship very, very recently, and I'm speaking in past tense because I guess we're still together. Like I said, I don't like being fake. I don't like playing games. I'm at the age, like, I'm about to be 30 in a few years. Like, I'm at the age, I've lived and I'm still living, and I want to enjoy life. Like, I am all about peace, joy, positivity, living your best life without harassing others and without causing harm to yourself. Like, I just want to live a peaceful, joyous life, you know. And I ain't trying to have any problems. Like, I'm not trying to go out of my way to harass people. Sure, I may have done people dirty in the past, unintentionally. But like I said, I don't go out of my way to harass anyone. And I don't want people to be checking for me to be harassing me, you know. And so I'm in a relationship with an individual, and I joke a lot and say, like, I turn males crazy. Like, when males get with me, I kind of turn them a little crazy. Like, the way they are when they meet me is not the way they are when they leave me. And that could be one or two reasons. It could be because of the way I am, or it could be because they were fronting, putting up a front and act when we met, and they actually was pretty crazy the whole time. But like, you can't try to like convince me otherwise. Like, I see through people's like facade. Like, your true colors will always come to surface. So it's best to just be yourself up front. Don't be trying to snake people and try to trick people. I don't have time for that. Like, we're all supposed to be grown adults. Let's just be real. Let's be upfront. And so I said all that to say, the individual I'm with is 13 years my senior, so you would think he's more mature than I, but age don't always guarantee maturity. So anyway, we kind of got into a little fight yesterday. Not even a fight, it's just a little disagreement. I got mad at him because I was trying to open up to him about something, and I felt like he wasn't trying to listen. I had needed to vent because of my living situation. I was really upset and frustrated about it, and I was trying to tell him about it, and in midst of me trying to tell him about it while I'm upset and frustrated, he pretty much was trying to rush me off the phone like he didn't want to talk. And I was like, what the heck is wrong with you? I'm trying to tell you what's going on with me, and you act like you don't even care. Like, don't sit here and tell somebody you care about them, and when they come to you with a problem, you're kind of like, yeah, I know you want to talk about it right now, but right now I want to do something that is so trivial. Like, it's not even like you have something more serious to do. Like, you just want to mess around and play while they going through some real life stuff. So I got upset, and I wasn't really talking to him for a little while. And then when I was ready to talk to him again, then he tried to like pretty much ignore all my calls and texts for the rest of the day. And we were able to text today, briefly, but he's still playing games. Like, he just wants me to blow his phone up and chase after him, which I'm not going to do that because I have a life, and like I said, I don't harass people. I will never chase after a male. That's disgusting, especially somebody who's supposed to be a grown man. Like, actual age. Why is that so hard? So he's irritating me right now, and I want nothing to do with him. First of all, like, anybody who knows me, they know I'm not really into relationships. Like, I'm not about that life. Like I said, I'm all about self-care. I'm all about me and progressing me, and I feel like that's just extra baggage. And when we got together, he so tried to convince me that he will not be extra baggage. He will not try to imprison me, and it was all untrue, because that's exactly what he's like low-key been doing, like trying to entrap me and imprison me, trying to joke and say who I can and can't talk to. Not say who I can, just like try to joke and be like, don't be trying to talk to other people when you're talking to me. Not like talk like on the side, like you got a side piece. Not talk like that. Like talk, like conversate with a whole nother individual. It's just, I have to act like a totally different person with him, and I don't like that. And so he's still playing games, because he was like telling me through text, like, just, next time answer your phone when I call. And I'm like, okay, I will. So when's the next time you're going to call? Because I had some news. Like, I didn't really care about shooting the breeze. I actually had some news, because like I said, we're both trying to get housing together, and I had, potentially good news about this house that he's interested in. And I'm like, wanted to tell him. So that's why I was like, well, call me so we could talk about it, because I'm trying to do something serious. I'm trying to be your mature, responsible adult, and you trying to play games because you're in your feelings. And he has the audacity to say females are crazy because they're so emotional. No, you're acting emotional. You're acting like a... Okay. I don't curse, so that's why I took a pause. But the word will be right here, he's acting like a. And if I want to be with a female, I would be with a female. But I made an exception to my let's stay single rule. And I also wanted to be single this whole year. Focus on me and get my life together and get my stuff together and progress myself and get things in order. But I made an exception for him because I thought he was cool. He was really sweet and kind. Like, he got me this vehicle. This actually used to be his vehicle, and then he got a new vehicle and let me have this one. You know, just take over the car payments, all that stuff, whatever. Cool. But I'm like at the point where I'm like, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't like dealing with stress and headache. Like, that's why I'm not built for relationships, because when things, I'm the type of person, I forgive and forget. I move on from stuff. Like, if I'm mad like I was just today, I take a moment to myself. I, brush it off, move forward. Talk stuff out, discuss whatever the problem is, and move forward. Like, I don't like dwelling on stuff. He want to act like a little and hold on to stuff and talking about, I'll let you know when I'm ready to talk to you again. If that ain't some 15-year-old high school female stuff, then I really don't know what is. Like, can you be a grown adult male? Like, I'm trying to get real stuff done. Like, I'm trying to get this house, and I'm going to get it with or without him, period. So I'm pretty much at the point, I'm like, I don't even want to deal with you. Like, you too much drama. And at a time like this, ain't nobody trying to deal with extra drama. We just all want to be healthy and well and live our best lives and be happy and want everything to, regulate itself right about now. I don't want to say get back to normal, but get to a better place, right now, with all that's going around in the world. And you just want to dwell on stupid stuff. But I think he's using this as an excuse to not be on the phone because he doesn't know how to deal with the quarantine. He's really bored. Like I said, I feel like only certain people get bored. People that don't know how to spend alone time with themselves. People that don't really genuinely love themselves, which is also another red flag, because if you don't love yourself, you can't love me. But people that aren't comfortable with being alone with just themselves, they're not dealing with this as well as people who spend time with themselves alone quite often and are wholly content, comfortable, actually enjoy it, like me. So he would tell me he doesn't like talking on the phone, he doesn't like FaceTiming, he wants to see me in person, la-di-da. And I would tell him, once again, try to be the responsible one in the relationship. And that's so funny because I act very irresponsible. So for me to keep doing the responsible things and during this time, it's quite hilarious. But anyway, we got to be responsible. We have to I don't feel like I'm sick. I don't feel like you're sick. I don't feel like any of us are sick. But we have to be responsible and not risk anything. The people I stay with, they don't want me coming in and out, risking their health. So unless you want me to be homeless, I have to follow, their instructions. And last time I checked, you aren't providing for me to have a place to stay. So you can't really get upset with me that I'm not coming out there to see you. Like, that's just common sense. And I understand there are people out there that's doing their own thing, partying and meeting up and stuff in spite of, what's going around. But I'm not them. I have a brain. I have sense. I am not afraid of any sickness or illnesses, any of that. I ain't pressed or sweating or stressed about this virus. But that doesn't mean I'm also ignorant, Like I said, the people I stay with don't want to come in and out. If I want shelter, I'm going to stay in other than for work. So he's mad that we can't see each other. And I'm like, that's beyond you and that's beyond me. So you can't get mad at me for following instructions. Like, you should be wanting to stay indoors also and just be effective, be responsible, just use common sense. Like, Like, being with him, I feel crazy. And being in most of my relationships, I usually feel like the psycho girlfriend. And that's really not who I am. Like, but being with someone out of season when I'm not really ready or comfortable to be with someone, I guess I do tend to act like crazy. Because that's not what I'm comfortable or, what I want right now. But yeah, it's a messed up situation. But that's another person whose butt I have to kiss, who I have to kiss up to, because I have to be in his good graces or whatever. Ain't nobody finna stress me out. Like, anybody who brings stress to me does not deserve to be with me. And once again, I don't feel like I'm a great catch right now. I feel like I'm extremely flawed, screwed up, and messed up. I feel like, and he can attest to this, all I'll do being with somebody right now is destroy them, period. So I let these individuals know this up front, and they still want to be with me. And then they just find out and learn the hard way. Like, I've already screwed this guy over several times, and he's still with me. Well, let me not say several, but like a few good times, and he's still with me. And I don't know, he really cared about me. I don't know if that's still the case right now, but yeah, and done with the people I'm staying with. Because I do not like faking. But I have to be fake. I have to pretend that everything's all cool and hunky-dory and kiss up to them. Just so I can have shelter. Just until I'm able to provide for myself. So, the things we do, like, when you don't have your stuff together, you are at the mercy of others. And that is not good. Because other people, I love people, I have faith in humanity, but at the end of the day, we all flawed and messed up, and we need Jesus, because without him, we ain't gonna make it, period. Relying on these individuals is not cool, it's not awesome, it's not great, it's not what I want, but it's what I have to do right now. I just give myself one more month of this madness, and then I'm done. I'm out. I can't take this. This is not the way to live. But it's my own fault for not having stuff in order when I came out here. I should have had my housing situation set in order before I came out here. But I was all whimsical, head in the clouds, traveling like, yeah, I'm gonna go to Chicago, finna work these clubs and make this money, ... But yeah, that pretty much sums up my video. I'm about to get back up in this house. I probably am going to take a nap after I edit this video. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. And I hope you all have a great and prosperous and loving and amazing day. And let's just all pray for each other, because none of us know what any of us are dealing with or going through as we are staying indoors, and just some people are having cabin fever. Some people are stuck in abusive situations. So I know I'm venting about pretty much just being uncomfortable and not liking having to kiss up to these people's butts, but some people's getting their butts beat, because you never know. Like, I be feeling sorry and bad for the children that be living in those horrible homes with these terrible families that be abusing them in any which way possible. So let's pray for them. Let's pray for these couples that be living together, possibly beating on each other. Let's pray for them. And let's just pray for any and everybody, like sick people like that be in the nursing homes having to get beat on, people that are handicapped staying at home, and whoever takes care of them is probably harassing them, because everybody don't deal with stress the same and anxiety. So everybody needs to cool down, chill out, do some yoga, do some meditation, and just be chill. Like, stop sweating and stressing this virus. Stop feeding into all of this anxiety and being so anxious and nervous and worried. Like, you need to understand that we are powerful beings, powerful creatures. We always gonna bounce back. Be responsible, be smart, keep your wits about you. You already should be a sanitary individual, washing your hands on a regular basis. You should already be doing that. You shouldn't have a virus get you to do that. But if that's the case, if that's your situation, keep washing your hands regularly. Keep everything disinfected and sanitized. Be smart. If people inviting you out to parties and stuff like that, tell them no. Even if it's small get-togethers. I got invited to a dinner the other day by an individual, and I turned him down. I was like, no, because first of all, I got a man, because it was a male that invited me to dinner in his house, and he tried to, anyway, and I'm like, I already got a man, and I was like, and there's stuff going on, and I would like to be responsible, because the people I stay with don't want me coming in and out. He threw every excuse in the book to try to get me to come over. He even tried to bribe me with drugs. I'm like, boy, like, no. So it's okay to say no. I know it's hard because I struggle with saying no sometimes, but you'll feel really great when you stand up for yourself, and people will respect you. Like, when you stick to what you say, people will really respect you. When you're like, no, I'm not cool with that, and you stick with it, they will respect you, and they'll probably try to ask you again later, but just be consistent. Say no. Stay indoors. Don't go crazy. Don't harass anybody, and yes, take this time and opportunity like I'm about to do to get your life and your situation together. Write that book you've been wanting to write, sing that song you've been wanting to sing, learn and pick up a new skill or trade or whatever, because honestly, you don't know how long this is going to last. It could be months, it could be darn near a year, we don't know. It's just enjoy the time we have. Like, that's the thing. People who are always so stressed and worried and concerned with the future are those who are sacrificing their present. They are not enjoying their present. Let's be present and enjoy what we have today. Enjoy each and every person in your life. Be grateful for them and love them. And that way, if something happens, when the time comes for them to transition from this life to the next, you ain't so bummed out. You're grateful for every moment and memory you created with them. So let's be grateful. Let's be thankful. I love you all. We're going to get through this. We're going to bounce back. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys. So, peace, joy, and an abundance of health to all my diary readers. Until next time. Mwah.